Good afternoon, Aurora.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Aurora Paderes Estimada. I'm 36 years old and I'm married, ma'am.
Okay. Why do you want to work as a domestic helper?
Because of financial support for my baby, ma'am, and for the studies.
How are you qualified for this job?
Because I'm hardworking, honest, kind, and loving.
Okay. May I know what is your education level is?
I'm college graduate, ma'am.
What is your recent experience?
I worked before, madam, in Saudi Arabia,
Okay.
in
Have you?
Oman,
Uh-huh.
and Qatar, ma'am.
Okay. So you have worked abroad before, Aurora, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Currently, are you still working now?
No, ma'am.
Are you medically fit?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any serious injury or illness?
No, ma'am.
Are you taking any medication?
No, ma'am.
It's all your child normal delivery or C-section.
Normal delivery, ma'am.
Okay, do you have any tattoo?
No, ma'am.
Do you smoke?
No, ma'am.
Do you drink alcohol?
No, ma'am.
Do you know how to cook?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I know what kind of dishes you know?
Arabic food, ma'am. Biryani chicken, makbous, saluna chicken, and I know how to baking.
Okay, so you know how to cook is Arabic food and Filipino food, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you have any other special skills?
I have special skills, ma'am.
May I know what is your special skills?
Cooking, ma'am.
Cooking. Okay. Do you have any experience taking care of a baby?
Yes, ma'am.
Whose baby you took care of?
My mother, ma'am, take care of my baby.
No, Aurora. Yeah, I repeat the question again. Do you have experience taking care of a baby?
Yes, ma'am. I have experience, ma'am.
Who is the baby that you took care of?
I worked before, ma'am, in Saudi Arabia. I take care baby, newborn.
Okay. All right. Do you have experience taking care of an elderly?
Yes, ma'am, I have experience.
May I know who's the elderly you took care of?
I'm 17 years old, ma'am. The
70 years
elderly.
old? 70 years old, Aurora?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So is it your previous job?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you willing to work with any race employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you willing to work with the employer where the parents, parents-in-law, or any other relatives stay together?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you aware that you have to do all the house chores, gardening, and car wash?
Yes, ma'am. I do, ma'am.
Okay. How many kids do you have?
2, ma'am.
Are you legally married?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When your baby was born, who took care of your baby?
My mother and me, ma'am.
Okay, who will take care of your kids if you work abroad?
My mother, ma'am.
Okay, but Aurora, you are aware, right? If anything happened to your mother, you can't go back until you finish your 2 years contract, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You are not allowed to use handphone during working hours. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am, I agree.
No friends or relative cannot come to your employer house. Do you agree and understand?
Yes, ma'am, I agree and understand, ma'am.
Okay, you strictly need to surrender your phone to your employer in the morning and they will return back once your work is done. Do you agree and understand?
Yes, ma'am, I agree, ma'am.
If you misuse the phone policy, employer will confiscate your phone and you're allowed to call 4 times in a month only. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am, I agree, ma'am.
Do you understand the rules and the regulation of the handphone policy?
Yes, ma'am, I understand, ma'am.
Okay, you are not allowed to use makeup or wear sexy clothes. Do you understand and agree?
Yes, ma'am. I agree, ma'am. I understand.
Okay, do you pay any placement fee when you apply the job in the Philippine agency?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any allergic to food or any medication?
No, ma'am.
Are you afraid of any pets?
No afraid, ma'am.
Sorry?
I'm not afraid, ma'am, to take care the pets, ma'am.
Okay, you are not afraid, eh?
Yes, ma'am.
You mentioned to me just now you are a pet lover, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any friends or relative here in Malaysia?
No, ma'am.
How many years are you planning to work in Malaysia?
2 years, ma'am.
Okay, if ever your employer need your help to work to extend another year, are you willing to extend your contract?
Yes, ma'am. I extend, ma'am.
Okay. Have you already taken your vaccine and booster?
Only one, ma'am. Vaccine.
Or may I know what is the vaccine that you took?
Pfizer, ma'am.
Okay, Aurora, before you arrive to Malaysia, please get your second dose, yeah?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, have you infected by COVID or Omicron before?
No, ma'am.
Do you understand and agree that we will upload your video recording and your CV in our website and YouTube?
Yes, ma'am. I agree, ma'am.
Okay, Aurora, if your employer is watching your video right now, what would you like to say to your employer?
Please, ma'am, please select me because I'm hardworking, honest, loving.
Mhm.
That's it, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Aurora, if ever there's any employer interested with your CV, we will let know your agency.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.